I understand you've come to me in a time of great turmoil in your life.
I have so many troubles. I have so many questions I need answers to.
I think through the power of tarot, we can try to get to the bottom of this.
Love getting to the bottom of things.
Excellent. So I'm going to lay out a series of cards and we will examine their meaning.
Okay, I'm ready.
The first card is the Tower.
Okay.
This comes at a time of great upheaval.
Oh no.
That makes sense, given why you've come to me.
Okay.
The second card is the Wheel of Fortune. This represents cycles and change.
Oh no.
What this could mean will be determined by the final card.
No.
Oh God.
It's good, right?
No.
What?
It's the devil. This can only mean that you must make peace within your lifetime.
I don't know how.
You
What do I do?
You should really consider joining Weight Watchers. I think this could really benefit you in your situation.
What about Jenny Craig?
If you must. I mean, I don't get as good a kickback from them, but it's fine. It's fine. I'm sure you'll see results there too.
Where did you get that picture of my wife, by the way? Ian,
Chris.
tonight, Shudder put out a new movie. It's based on the 1990s live-action kids show Big Bad Beelzebuth, I believe. All right, whatever.
Belzebuth is how I would say it.
Belzebuth? Okay, Belzebuth, which I assume is the name of the devil.
I don't
or
understand
something.
Italian.
Is it Italian?
I have no idea.
I thought it was Latin. Is it Spanish? I don't know.
There's a lot of ways it could go.
Yeah, it's a name. It's a pronoun.
Yes.
So I assume it's the name of this demon. But this movie is a mixture of Spanish and there's some American influence in there as well with actors and stuff like that.
Sure.
So you have like this international flair.
Yeah. Takes place on the U.S.-Mexican border.
And it is about a demon coming to Earth and possibly looking for a child. But you have this cop who is mixed up in this because he is somehow connected because he lost a child a few years ago. But there is this rash of killings going on. There's a bit of a mystery.
Particularly child killings.
Paranormal aspects brought in. So what did you think of Belzebuth?
I liked it quite a bit, as a matter of fact. I thought it was very much like Seven meets an exorcism type movie.
Okay.
Because the religious component to this movie is much more, the religion is much more real in this movie than in Seven.
It's more fantastical.
Yeah, but it had international flair, of course, which I tend to like.
Yeah.
The effects in this movie and the sets were largely pretty good. Few times a low budget or maybe
weird, wasn't it?
A little bit more of an ambitious plan for a scene didn't quite come through. Kind of the low budget type movies we tend to watch snuck through on this one in a few places, but generally looked really good.
Sure.
The acting was really good. I really like Joaquin Cosio.
Is that the
I'm
main
saying his
actor?
name right. Yeah,
he's fantastic.
Horror fans will recognize him as the luchador character from The Strain.
I think he's on Narcos as well.
He does.
Okay.
I never watched that show, but I did see that on his list of things.
Yeah, he's a fantastic actor.
Yeah, he's very expressive.
Which helps.
Yeah. He's the kind of guy that you write a dialogue for a character, and he's like, no, fuck that. I want to do that with a look on my face.
Yeah.
He can totally do that.
Yeah, there's moments where he just visually sells it.
Yeah.
I think this movie goes for it in a few places, like with some, I wouldn't say over-the-top gore or anything, but like some extreme subject matter and a lot of child killing.
Yes.
So the movie starts out with a very shocking sequence.
Yeah.
That I was on board for because it was, it was really, really well done and effective. It wasn't showing you much, but you know what I mean. Like
showed you enough.
It showed you enough. You got the point across. and it was dark subject matter.
Yeah.
And I was on board for that. You get some more of this like mystery going on. Why are these kids getting killed? It's like, it's very affecting nowadays with all this. It's been so common now. Every day there's a mass shooting in the United States, which is a sad thing to say. But like, for this to be happening, like it's kind of relevant, right?
Yeah.
And then some jagoff comes on the screen and goes, book, book, on my stupid fucking paranormal glasses, and the whole movie is just shit after that.
Let's keep it simple. Take our pictures, we get our samples, we get out. I want to be back by breakfast, so let's move.
See,
Holy
you
fuck.
assumed too much from that scene, because all those glasses were a video camera. Spoilers.
And then, so like, I was on board because the movie seemed serious and dark, and I thought we were going to get like a religiously tone, like the religious overtones were going to be prominent, and it was going to be about this character and his inner, you know, because he has this grief and how it's related to him losing his son and all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But then it just turns into this schlocky, religious, stupid end of days kind of movie, which I love End of Days, but that's because Arnold fucking fights the demon, the devil, and you know, he's a choir boy, you're a choir. That's Arnold. But this was like so close to being like serious, and then it just went to complete schlocky crap.
I don't know. I enjoyed it. What's not to enjoy about schlocky crap, Chris? We do bad movie night.
Because the movie...
We revel in schlocky crap.
So, like, End of Days is schlocky crap, but it's fun and I like it. But this was, like, weird because a lot of it was super serious and, like, super... I was depressed and, like, I felt for this guy. Like, holy shit, he lost his kid.
Don't you want a movie to make you feel things, Chris?
Yeah, and I did at that point. And then
this is horror. It's not supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be horrific.
Well, it's not even... Yeah, okay. But then it loses all of its horrificness, the actual horrificness of losing your child in this horrible way, to, oh, Tobin Bell's here! And he talks like an idiot, because he is, and he's got tattoos, and it's the stupid tropey shit you've seen in other movies that talk about exorcisms and religions, and oh, did you see the upside-down cross? There's an upside-down cross.
Of course there's an upside-down cross.
Like, it's just so done. It's just... went to like...
So what, people should just not make religious thriller horror movies anymore?
I'm not saying that.
There are certain types of symbolism and imagery you use when you're doing this type of thing.
I know. So there's a couple things I did really like about this movie, though. I thought there was some really good shots in the setting, like you said. There's, like,
all the sets were great.
They spent a lot of time blocking shots, and the lighting was really cool. It set a really good tone a lot of times. There's a lot of scenes, and this is like the Seven stuff with the flashlight. Yeah. They're like exploring these rundown places. It looked great.
Because they had all these, it felt like Seven in that you've got these two cops that are bouncing ideas off each other, and they're just going from crime scene to crime scene. I had very specific color choices that weren't too dissimilar from Seven. Yeah. Certainly goes crazier in terms of its religion
and then you have the cop's partner guy. Looks like Danny DeVito if Danny DeVito was pregnant
and Mexican, and
I was totally into that guy.
There's a lot more to this movie than there is on its surface in terms of its story. There's twists, there's turns, some characters aren't what you think they are, and it was a fun ride. I liked it.
What's the message in this movie?
I think looking for a message is asking too much of this movie.
Exactly. Yeah, that's my point. You're saying
it's an interesting story.
Is it? It's not to me. It's a story. Like I said, End of Days. It's End of Days.
In terms of a lot happens and it's interesting, and I'm following all of it, and it's a good time. I'm not necessarily saying that you don't have to have a meaning to your story for it to be a good story.
No, I'm not saying it. I'm not saying you need to have it for maybe for a good story, but for a fun time. No. But you just posited that this movie is a lot deeper than it appears. So that's why I asked.
Just that there's more going on than what appears on
there's
the surface.
A lot of stuff. There's a lot of plot points.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was fucking annoyed with this movie and frustrated, and I thought it was way long, and I called so many scenes where it was tropey bullshit that a generic horror movie does.
That's just because we've seen too many movies, though. That's not the problem with the movie.
That sequence where it's like, we are from a paranormal agency, immediately I'm like, fuck right off. Because it takes all the seriousness from the movie out.
Yeah. I don't know. I was on board for that, too. I don't think
What is a legit?
it didn't end up going in a silly direction like I thought it might. It ended up like getting back into serious stuff, and then like most of that agency just disappears, and it's just the one guy, which is fine because it's all you needed. But the fact that they set up this whole agency and he's got a whole team, and they set up this whole crime scene investigation with black lights and stuff, and they're talking about paranormal stuff and how to detect it, and then after that it's all just religious stuff.
It's
Pretty
all
standard religious
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
So like that whole thing now feels like, I guess, just an excuse to get a guy in the door.
I don't know.
I don't know.
This movie has a strong start. And it certainly has its merits. And I'm not saying people wouldn't enjoy it.
Yeah.
But it frustrated me because I saw potential there for something.
Yeah.
And to me, it's just a weird tonal mix of like, this is a serious thing and this is serious subject matter with child murder and grief and all that. And then to completely throw all that out the window and introduce, I'm a paranormal investigator, and everybody going along with this shit. And it just...
I'm glad it was at least some kind of government agency, though, and not just some dipshit with a camera
True.
doing a reality show, which
Although
would have been the more standard thing.
Is that what paranormal investigators are?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Since
Yeah.
when it's like, whatever.
It leads to more secrecy, though, you know?
Yeah.
Lends itself to more.
Sure.
If it's some guy showing up trying to film something for his YouTube channel and or television show on the History Channel 8, then I think that would have taken the piss out of this entire movie.
But they kind of do that anyways, because randomly they're sitting in a restaurant and they're like, how about we call up the witch?
Yeah.
And it's like, what? I thought you didn't... whatever. It's dumb.
It was a little weird sometimes where like, wait, you're having a hard time understanding the paranormal when clearly you've worked in the past with somebody who deals in the paranormal. There's a couple weird moments, sure. Does that ruin an entire movie for me? No. Especially when there was a lot. There's a lot to like about this movie. It's not perfect. It's not perfect. There are better exorcism movies out there.
Yeah.
But I like this one quite a bit. It's the best one I've seen in a little while, at least.
I thought Veronica was better.
No, I definitely like this one better.
Belzebuth.
Yes.
Out now on Shudder if you have it. It is an exclusive, perhaps even original. Who could tell these days? They have,
I could tell.
Okay. What is
It's
it?
an original.
Jesus Christ, an original Shudder movie. Who would have thought? Never thought I'd live to see the day. So check that out, and then I don't fucking care. Are we done?
Sure.
Fucking Tobin Bell, really?
He was great.
All right, that got weird. Let's just end this. All right, that's going to do it for this episode. We hope you liked it. If you didn't, I don't care. You can leave us a comment. Let us know what you thought about Belzebuth, and find us on Twitter and Facebook and all that stuff. And then join the Patreon, $2 a month, and get access to bonus stuff.
Yep. Pre-shows for our podcast, as well as our brand new patron-only show.
Watch it. Watch what?
What is it called?
Watch it for the plot.
Oh, there you go.
What's in the what were you
I don't
saying?
know. What's in the box?
Yeah, where we get...
That'd be a good name for it, too.
I forget what the tagline is. I made it up on the spot. Whatever.
Yeah, it's garbage. You don't want to say that in here anyway.
All right, that's going to do it. We'll see you later. Goodbye.